Yeah, I forgot about that. We had talked earlier about how MSA is a pretty good sized company, but this is a relatively small part of their overall company. So yeah, can you contextualize a
Hmm.
little bit about how many other people are on your sales team? Is there marketing support? Do you have counterparts that are doing post-sales support? Is there a product manager? Is there a channel manager? Um, or is it
It's kind of
largely a team of one with you wearing a dozen different hats?
that's kind of it there. So there's two sales folks. One is part-time and he's going to be retiring here pretty soon. The rest will be on me and my direct boss. However, our organization as a data analytics company, we have 500 plus employees. We're a $100 million company. It's a really cool organization, and we provide data analytics for companies all over the globe. So the data center piece of what we do is very small in relation to our total business. But I think one of the cool things is about having active leaders in the organization. They realize there's a lot of potential for additional income, and figuring out ways to be creative around that. We've gotten a ton of support from our leaders to be able to do so, and that's been really fun to enjoy and see over the last 6 months.
So in theory, you have the autonomy and the freedom and the coolness of being able to do a lot of different things in your job with the resources of a mid-market company, as opposed to
Yeah.
typically the person who's a 1 or 2 person salesperson in
Yep.
colocation is working for a 10 employee company that maybe has low 7 figures revenue, and every significant growth investment is coming directly out of the pocket of the owner.
Correct. Yeah. It's a very fortunate place to be, especially in market. And I think it differentiates us quite a bit from some of our competition. We've got a couple big national data centers in the area, but for the most part, they're smaller local organizations, and that's all that's here. And when you look at us, we have 2 data centers, and we're 25-ish miles apart. We operate on completely redundant power, so if need, we could be somebody's primary co-location, but we can also be their disaster recovery at the other data center because we're operating on different power and different bandwidth providers as well.
So you're able to provide a unique value to them as well, because you have financial stability and resources that the really typical small 2 location co-location company wouldn't have. And yet they
Correct.
have access to senior executive leadership of a mid-market company that with one of the nationals, they would, as a relatively small customer, not get access to.
Correct.
So Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Perfect size, perfect sizing. But it leaves you with the opportunity to wear all these different hats, which keeps it super exciting for you and gives you a lot of autonomy and freedom to kind of like build your own startup within, what do they call that, being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what it feels like. And again, having great leaders thus far, no idea is shot down. Everything is taken with consideration. Is everything approved? No, but we're going to have good conversations and open dialogue about those things to see what we can do different versus what we've done in the past, and see what might work, what might not work, and what does success look like in these things. And there's been a lot of support around that so far. So it's been really great.
That's cool. So